Dans cette vidéo, vous allez suivre l'entretien que j'ai eu pour un poste de freelance en tant que consultant fonctionnel. Pour ceux qui ne me connaissent pas, moi c'est Lapiemo. Je travaille comme consultant IT et sur cette chaîne, je peux documenter mon processus de recherche d'une nouvelle mission. Et en parallèle, je suis également en train de travailler sur un business de formation. Donc, je parlerai de cela et je documenterai cela sur cette chaîne. J'ai une autre chaîne qui parle plutôt de technologie, d'IT, où l'idée de cette chaîne-là, c'est de développer ou encore c'est de faire du marketing, la promotion des formations que je vais animer. Je vous laisse aller suivre la vidéo et dites-moi ce que vous avez en pensé. Et d'ailleurs, j'allais oublier, l'entretien s'est fait en anglais. Donc, j'espère que ce n'est pas un problème pour vous. Je vous laisse aller suivre la vidéo. Let's go. Or not, like Java, Angular, that kind of thing.
The thing is, I know, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
We are recruiters that have to find it.
Yeah, at least understand.
What Java is.
Okay.
.NET and stuff.
Okay.
Frameworks and stuff. So you can. If it's complicated, I will tell you.
Okay, yeah. By the way, just a side note. Are you also working with a developer or just, analyst, functional and business analyst, or you're also working with developer, that kind of thing?
Important question. I forgot to say because my intro was a bit all over the place, but we don't have any scope that is narrow. Our scope is
broad.
wide.
Yeah.
It's the whole IT spectrum.
Okay.
Throughout the whole of Flanders.
Okay.
Anywhere in Flanders, you can work with us for every kind of job.
Okay, great. Okay, good to know.
So if you would be interested more in doing development, we can also
help. Okay, I get it. Okay, as I was saying, I started as a pure Java, developer, Angular developer, and then I met a technology called Camunda there on my first job. So Camunda, it's what we call a business process automation tool. So it's a tool who combine business and IT landscape to, first we have to design what we call the processes. So you have the goal of a business analyst where you have to design the processes by talking with business people where they explain what the business is and you design the processes. And then what's great about that kind of technology is like once we design the processes, we can take that processes and then deploy and then make kind of configuration and deploy it for automation. So yes. So I started when I discovered that kind of technology. That was really I really like it because, like I usually say, maybe because my master thesis was about business and IT alignment. So how to align business and IT. So I started doubling down into that technology to learn business processes, to learn how to model business processes, how to automate them, and with the time I started getting mission or contract around that. Around business process modeling, around business process automation. And one is great about my profile, it's because I have both sides of the spectrum. On one side, I'm a business process, I can model processes discussing with, excuse me? Sorry. Like I was mentioning, so as we start working on modeling business processes, talking with business people to model the processes, and also working with the IT side to automate those processes. So that's how I move progressively toward more business process and functional analyst world.
Okay. And so, would you see yourself more as a functional analyst then, or?
I will say functional / business process. Okay. Functional analyst because I have the technical background to understand what's the IT, the IT side of things, and I also have the business side where I can tag with business people to gather requirement, you know, to write down that requirement, and then to discuss with the technical people how to implement those requirements, because I have the, you know, I know how it's working, and I can design businesses around, so business processes. So yeah.
Okay. And then if I would ask you, how long have you been a business analyst or functional analyst? How long did we say?
I will say 4 years.
Okay, from 2022 then.
Yeah, because I started there with a role of, you know, modeling business processes.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you, but you worked from August 2021 to December 2022.
Yeah.
As a full, that was full.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's a nice company. But then you had a little break from December until August 2023. Or maybe there is a problem in your CV, I don't know.
It's post.
There must be.
Yeah.
Because here I see, like, at BASF you worked until December 22.
Yes.
And the next thing is at European Central Bank in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
It's the August 2022.
For the European Central Bank, I both kind of simultaneously with another project in Brussels. It's for Van den Broel.
23. Van den Broel. Oh, okay, it was simultaneous.
Yeah, it's kind of simultaneous because with Van den Broel, exactly, yeah.
Okay, but
for like I was explaining, so for the European Central Bank, it was really focusing on modeling business processes with the standard called BPMN. So it's where the standard for modeling business processes. So it was really a niche, you know. Really around business processes modeling and automation with Camunda tool. Yeah.
And there you got to know Camunda.
Yeah, but I was knowing Camunda before that. It's not so. I've worked with Camunda since my first experience in Sivadis. So my first experience, it's where I met Camunda. That's why I just mentioned that. When I met the technology, I started to doubling down on the technology, you know, to learn more about that and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you started as an analyst developer, I see.
Business.
And is that also how do you see this analyst role in this development role? Was it a lot of analysis? Could I see this as well as a bit of a functional analyst developer type role or not?
You mean the first experience at Sivadis, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's more like I was more on the development part, you know. Okay. But like I mentioned, I also have the responsibility to work with business people on the process, so to gather requirement and to design those processes. That's the part of, but I was more on the technical part. Okay. So the whole was really about I don't know if you know a little bit about when we call about modeling business processes. I mean the BPMN. BPMN, it's really the standard for modeling the business processes. So yeah, I started working with it. So to gather requirement to make those business processes executable. Yeah.
Okay. So that you from the beginning already you were already connected to those business processes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And kind of like seeing as well the different stakeholders maybe with their development strategy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And then, okay, you made, I know you already gave me a little introduction, but then I go to Decathlon.
Yeah.
What was, I see Camunda developer, so you were already in this, directly in this, in this technology.
Yeah.
So here you were also, developing mostly, I assume?
Yes. There also. I mentioned, a tool like Camunda is really a mix of the business and IT side. And that's really one of the things that's great about that. But there at Decano was mainly on the IT side, because even when we talk about business processes, there's kind of two kind of processes when it comes to processes. We have what we call the pure business process, and what we call also the integration process. It's more, so integration process is more, it's more kind of technical process per se. It's like, I don't know, we have different services, you know, and you have to integrate those different services, and you can design a process to integrate those processes. There, it's not really business processes, it's more like, you know, technical or integration processes. So at Decathlon, that was more kind of integration processes, you know, technical processes to integrate through Camunda.
Okay, but that's a good thing, because like what I'm looking for as well is someone more technical.
Yeah.
Because it's a functional analyst role, and I think that the development and analysis will flow together as well in this part. Okay, and then you went on to becoming full stack Java developer. It's maybe you already were working with it, Java.
Exactly.
And you said, I'm going to be full stack Java developer.
Yeah.
How did you get to that point?
You know, like I mentioned, I have also that background of Java development, so I can work on that role. So yeah.
Okay. And then you in front end you work mainly with Angular.
Angular, yes. Even at my first job, it was also Angular in how to say that, Sivadis. It was Angular also.
Okay. And Angular +2, is that something niche, or like what is it?
So it's mainly about the version of Angular, because the version 1 was after the version 2. After the version 2 was really different than the version 1. So the version 2 plus, it's kind of a different architecture than the version 1 of Angular. That's
Okay. And then at BASF as well, you were also working mainly with the agile structure.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, most of all of them, it was mainly around agile methodology with Scrum.
And you were working on 3 different projects over there?
Yes, it was. Yeah, they had a lot of projects inside. So so I work for one project and for another one. So yeah, it was on. It was also inside BASF. It's not like there was different projects. So I was kind of versatile on different.
Can you tell me one project that you what was your favorite project you did there out of the 3?
Yeah, for me, I didn't really have a favorite one, but most of the project, because BASF, it's it's a kind of also a chemical company, and okay, you know, and it's
to work there, so I know this
okay,
very well.
Okay. So I work on the how to say that. I work on one project was to help researchers to collect data around their research. So our role as the IT developer there was to build solution to help them to collect data in that solution. That was the goal. And we also work on the migration of their front end technology, because they was using kind of I think it was XGS. So we move it from XGS, we migrate from XGS to Angular, and we was working on helping researchers use the tool.
Okay, and then European Central Bank. First you started in April at Van der Broele.
Yeah.
And there what is the main role that you played there?
Yeah, the main role there was also about, it was again about business process, and also the make it executable. So I was working on also with the business and also responsible to make it executable. So I was discussing, but there were business analysts. So I was discussing with business analysts around processes, and then I take that processes and make it executable on the Camunda tool, for example. So what we call a business process automation tool. So yes, that was my role there.
All right. And then I see that you did a bit of the same. Yeah, you were Camunda consultant also at European Central
Yeah, exactly.
Bank.
Yeah.
Was it the same exact role that you were doing there?
Kind of, because there was also about the modeling part of the business processes. That there I really have to analyze the requirement and to design the business processes.
Okay. And then here, in your last role until July, you were really a business process analyst.
Yeah.
What is the biggest difference for you between the roles you did before?
Yeah.
And the role you did doing now, or you did?
Yeah. Yes. So before that, I was working a lot. Let's say, okay, 60 or 70% of my time was on the technical part, and 40% was on the on the business part about the processes. But with my recent role was mainly the reverse. Like I was spending a lot of time with business stakeholders to understand the business processes, to ask questions, to trying to really to gather the requirement, and then to model, to model those processes, to give recommendation about how we can improve the processes, what can be done, that kind of thing. So yeah, it was more on the I was more on the business part of the process, less on the technical part. But I was still working with technical. I was still also often when we have to deliver a functionality but there was not an available developer. So I can do it myself because I have the technical background. So yes, that kind of, yeah.
How was it for you to, like, have to give it to a developer while you are yourself?
Yeah. For me, to be honest, I was even after my my university degree, I've been always interested in really on the technical, how to bridge the two, not just the technical part. I've never been just that technical guy. I'm kind of really interesting on on the business side of things.
Really in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Bring them together.
Yes.
That's nice. Okay. And maybe another question, because I think we talked a lot about your experience already, but you are also content creator, I see.
Yes. Yeah, I create content around those. It's also a passion. It's also a passion. Like I think that maybe because where I'm coming from, so in my birth country, we often give the name of one person we love. Like, for example, I have the name of my grandfather, so of my father mothers. So she loved his father. She loved his father, and she gave me the name of his father. So of my grandfather. And my grandfather was a teacher. So often I think that maybe I kind of get I really also
a bit of this energy.
Yes, I love teaching, explaining. I love to take concepts and trying to explain it in a simple way. And yeah, for example, I also work as for example, for my my recent project, I work alone on a training part also, because when we talk about business processes or modeling business processes, it's also come with what we call an approach and a process approach, and that was new to my previous client. So I spent a lot of time explaining, teaching, explaining about, modeling business processes, that kind of thing. Also about Camunda. So it was a lot of training. I really kind of like that. So yeah.
It's nice. I mean, you not only carry the name of your grandfather, but maybe also a bit of his mission.
Exactly.
That you are now pushing through. But it's nice to hear. And where are you from, if I might ask?
My birth country?
Yes.
Cameroon.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And like, I see you've worked a bit everywhere, like Germany, France, but also in Belgium.
Yeah.
Like.
Yes.
Okay. And how was it in Lille the last year?
Yeah, it was really a great project, because to be honest, I also learned a lot. It was challenging because like I mentioned, I have to to explain, to teach a lot, to do a lot of training, to really spend a lot of time with business people, to trying to gather requirement, to explaining. It was exhausting and challenging. And that was it was a great project. But
it was a great project also in how much effort it took, maybe.
Yes.
And how big was the environment?
Yeah, it's an international company. It's I don't know if you know Leroy Merlin in France. Leroy Merlin in France. They exactement. So so it's how to say that? It's the company that has Leroy Merlin, and also so it's really a big. It's an international company. Yes.
Okay, and did you work in the Leroy Merlin in the desk?
No.
There, or you had another place where you were working?
No. I was working. So ADO is the company who has Leroy Merlin.
Yeah, she's the parent. It's the parent.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. So I was working for ADO, and ADO offer kind of digital services to their filial. So like like Leroy Merlin, they also have other big thing, like I don't know. It's but the main one is Leroy Merlin, but they also have other company beside them. Yeah.
Okay. And so when you work internationally, do you do it fully remote, or do you say, I'm gonna go and live there for a month?
For Germany it was full remote.
Okay.
Yes, it was full remote. For in Lille it was, they were really flexible. So I was going there, from time to time, once per week, once per year. It was mainly depending on meeting. Often when we have big meeting where I have to explain things about to business people. So I moved there. So